What's up, everybody? Welcome to High Speed Daddy. My name's Corey. This is Craig. How's it going, man?
What's up, Corey?
You got it right.
I got it right this time. It's only
I
taken
did it too. I had to really think
there we
about
go.
it.
Half a dozen times.
Okay, so yeah, guys, what's going on? So we are two high-speed parents, dads to be specific, and
I hope so.
that's right. we are here to give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of support, and let you know that we're here for you to help you. Of course, we are streaming live on our High Speed Daddy page. We are also streaming to our High Speed Daddy Provide, Protect, Connect group for men, for dads. We really encourage you, if you are a dad out there, if you're a mom out there and you have a dad in your life or a husband in your life or a grandpa in your life that is a high-speed parent, let them know about the group. We are trying to support each other.
Doesn't even have to be a high-speed parent. It could just be a male in general. Okay, we're here to help men, right?
Yeah.
Of course, we definitely care about women, but we care about. We can relate to men better, right? Just because we're males, and we can help them connect with their spouses and their children, whoever it may be, or just other men in general, right? So we're here to just help guys in general. And
before we get started, I do want to mention real quick, we have Black Camo launching. Okay.
Oh,
so what? Hey, we got a Black Camo.
Wait, little sneak peek.
Little sneak peek. Okay, so listen, guys. Yeah, Black Camo is launching May 15th. We have to tell you that because we are a company that, in addition to helping dads, helps sell bags.
Oh, it's caught.
Oh, no. So anyways, the Black Camo is here in Craig's house. And on the 15th, it'll be available. So if you want to sign up, I'll leave something in the comments so you can sign up to be notified. Joseph says hi. What's up, Joseph? Do you know Joseph? He says, yo.
Joseph's been following for a little while. He's been very active over in our men's group. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Nice. And then he says, ah. So I guess that's like really excited that it's going to be launching soon, which mad love. I'm going to put that link in there too to make sure you're notified. What are we talking about today, Craig? While I find this link.
Yeah, we are talking about establishing family traditions and how to pass things on to the next generation and so on. It could be during this time and things you're doing during the pandemic. It could be just in general what you're doing with your family. Mm-hmm. I've got 3 specific cases that I like to talk about. I know Corey has a few. Yeah. And unless, Corey, you have anything, we can jump right into it.
Yeah, do it. I'd love to hear about these traditions because you're in the northern part of the East Coast. I'm in the southern part. I'm in Florida. You're in Jersey. Yep. And I think that the traditions are slightly different based on just the mere fact that you can and cannot go outside when it's freezing cold. I don't know anything about icing stuff. We have a mutual friend, Ken. And
I was just going to say, tell me a story about you going.
It's ridiculous. Yo, I was probably 2 miles away from the location where I was working with Ken. And I had a rental car and it started snowing. And I look out my hotel window and I see this woman come out and just put her wipers up. And I'm like, that's odd, right? What's going on there? And then right before she left, she came out and scraped it off of her windshield, the ice, that is. Again, as a Florida boy, lived in Florida my entire life, I don't know anything about this. And so I'm sitting here like, oh, crap, like I don't have a scraper. I don't even know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to pour hot water on it before I scrape it off? Like, what am I supposed to do, right? So I just straight up called my buddy Ken. I'm like, Ken, you're going to need to come get me because I don't know what to do. I've never driven in snow. I'm not going to put myself at risk. I know it's only 2 miles, but man, I don't know where I'm going. And so he came and picked me up laughing the whole way. But hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's all love.
We'll get you there someday. We'll, put you in a nice all-wheel drive vehicle and see what happens. Here's an empty parking lot. Go learn how to drive in snow. That's kind of what my father did with me.
I don't think my Honda Fit will work.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. We're moving on to establishing family traditions. Okay.
Yep.
Here's 3 traditions that a couple that we started during the pandemic and another one that has been happening. Actually, they've all kind of been happening for a while now. Either way. So one thing that I like to do with my family that really bonds us and brings us together is we do family dinner every night together. Yeah. And it's mostly me cooking for the family. And I really enjoy doing that. I do the food shopping. I know the dynamics are a little different than probably the traditional family, but I do the food shopping. I do the cooking. And we all do the eating. And sometimes, most of the time, actually, I'll clean up too. Maybe that's a lot. Maybe some people think that's unfair. It's what I like to do for my family. right? During that time, during dinner, we share stories. What did people like about the day? What did people appreciate about the day? Things along those lines. And just we dive a little bit deeper. And I think that's really, really important for the bonding process of a family. Sometimes it's hard to keep the kids under control. Sometimes they're done eating before you even sit down to eat. But most of the time, we try to get at least a few minutes, everyone sitting down together to at least share a story or something along those lines. So I think that's really important. If, what I do is I challenge you guys to actually give that a shot. And that's probably the most important one that I'll talk about at this time, because I think it will have the most impact on families and people bringing them together going forward. So that's kind of why I started out with that one. Another one that's really easy that we've done, that we started a little bit before the pandemic, but we really locked it in, was Fridays are kind of special for us. One, it's the end of the week. You're kind of celebrating, everyone's all together. How do you make a day different than the next? Because everything's kind of the same. Everyone's always at home, whether you're working or not. So we still try to keep Fridays a little bit special. And what we do after Fridays, and sometimes Friday is like a order out type of day. If you have the means, great, give it a shot, because there's a lot of local restaurants that are still depending on people to order out and take out during this time. So we'll order out to a local restaurant that we love and appreciate, the people that are working there and still trying to get by themselves. So we'll do that. And then we'll kind of turn that into something we call popcorn movie night. So our night routine before the kids go to bed is we allow them to watch about 30 minutes of TV, just to kind of, get on the couch, wind down, and then we'll transition to bed. But on Fridays, we let them watch an entire movie. It might be an hour and a half, somewhere in there, some sort of kids movie for them. And everyone just sits down on the couch, relaxes, chills, and just watches TV. We don't give our kids a lot of screen time during the week. Maybe a half hour in the morning, 15 minutes in the morning, depending on what we're doing. Usually never during the day, unless it's we're preparing dinner and we just need some time to get that stuff done. TV might go on for 15 minutes, a half hour. But Friday nights is movie night for entire family. So that's kind of cool.
Nice. What night you said? Friday night?
Yes.
What's the last movie you watched?
Let's see. I think we did a repeat on Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
Yeah. So you got Incredibles and Incredibles 2.
It's not the short guy with the long red hair. Who's the short?
Nope, it's the person with the goggles. It's the oh man, I forget.
I don't know what his name is.
The name of the villain, but they have goggles that they throw on people that kind of like makes them a zombie or takes them over. So you should give it a shot. There's a little bit of dark moments in there. The kids get a little bit scared, but they get through it pretty quick.
Okay,
so
good.
It's not too bad. You should be good.
All right.
Should be good to go.
Can I drop in one of my traditions?
Yeah, actually, absolutely. Please go ahead.
Break it up here. Okay,
yes.
So I don't know if you guys have seen. So like High Speed Daddy has a couple ads running, and there's a Dance Dad ad. Okay, and so I'm actually dancing with my daughter. I put the backpack on and I was dancing with my girl. So she's 11, and I've told her from probably for the last 3 to 4 years that she won't have social media accounts. Okay. And it's not been anything that I've been like, you listen to me, young lady. It's just like, hey, sweetie, I just want to fill you in real quick about my policies and my thoughts. I would not allow you and would not like you to have social media channels, but I want you to know, like, you can experience social media. You just need to run it through mom's account or my account. Okay. And so that's part of the protection process, man. You're protecting your daughter there. Yeah, you just don't know, right? It's not I mean, like my girl, man, she's a dancer, and she's really fit and really active, and sometimes has to be a little sassy, right, for the dance routines and stuff. And so I just don't want to put that stuff out there, Understood. And so anyways, we dance together on TikTok on my account, okay? And it's a lot of fun. Like, it's very silly. And she teaches me the moves in the bathroom, which is right next to our bedroom. We have this little bathroom sink area that we can see in front of the mirror. And then we go right out and we have to, dance immediately, because I will absolutely forget it. And sometimes we have to do it in slow-mo so I can learn it, and then we'll go out and do it. But anyways, that's a Sunday tradition for us. We try to
If you want to drop the name, go ahead. It doesn't matter to me. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, no, the handle. Yeah, so it's Lean Green Dad. If you want to go check out, our TikTok channel, Lean Green Dad. It's
Corey's got some moves.
We were picked up by some, I don't know, one of those parent TikTok or Snapchats or something. They did like top 25, dancing parents or something. So I got featured. I got a video with a couple 100,000 views or whatever. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
But the biggest thing for me is like it's really cool to spend some time with my daughter doing something that, honestly, guys, I really just don't care about TikTok, period, right? But my daughter loves it. And so this is that thing, like, do I want to be an old dad that's all like, well, those kids and them whippersnappers, right? Or do I want to like actually just give it a shot and like meet her where she's at? So that's what I do. I dance with her. And there's a couple other dance dads out there on TikTok that are pretty cool. And just doing my thing, man. So it's a lot of fun. It's only been positive. I share them on Facebook. I share them on my other pages sometimes. But it was a cool high-speed daddy ad. That's for fun.
Well, dude, I love that, because that's bringing and that's sharing some memories with your daughter that she will never forget that, right? Yeah. She's never going to forget doing TikTok videos with her dad for Lord knows how many weeks or months it's been now, right? And that's definitely something, and her tradition of like, she's a dancer and stuff like that, a performer, that you're only enhancing her skill, that she can't go out during this time and actually dance at the academies and the places that she's been performing in the past. So this is another outlet for her to do that, right?
Yeah. Well, I just invited Joseph to come on the show. He's like just all about it, man. He's commenting like crazy. So I'm like, Joseph, come on in, dude. I just gave him a link. So I'll see him pop into the broadcast studio and I'll let him in.
Oh, so, nice.
So that'll be fun. Anyways, Tommy said that, what did Tommy say? My wife didn't want the diaper bag until it came, and now she's in love with it. Ha! I wonder what color you got. Tommy, if you're watching this right now, let us know what color you got, man. John's watching from West Texas oil field. Is that where someone plays, or is that an actual oil field?
I think he's just saying that's a direction, like over in West Texas in an oil field.
Oh, he's like in the middle of an oil field watching our show. I love it.
Dude, that's great.
All right. So Joseph's coming on in a minute. And when I see him pop into the broadcast studio, I'll welcome him in.
Cool.
But Tommy says it was a Ranger green color. Ooh, that is an awesome wife. Loving the Ranger green.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Okay. So that was my tradition. I think it's your turn, Craig.
Yeah, I'll pop the third one, which is a big one, and probably the outside of the connection, but just of lineage of stuff that's been translated generationally to me, and that I will pass on and continuing to pass on through my kids, and hopefully their grandkids and their kids, etc. So, growing up, my grandfather.
I see you, Joseph. I'm gonna let you in a second.
My grandfather garden. He had one plot of property that was a huge garden, like a whole acre was a garden, right? And by a garden, I mean like almost like a mini farm. Yeah. And raising us kids, like we spent a lot of time with my grandparents there. It was important for him to pass on that tradition of knowing how to grow plants and vegetables. And this was everything from like flowers through tomatoes. And in New Jersey, it's the garden state. That we have lots of great vegetables, lots of great soil to do that. So that was also my first experience into a little entrepreneurial world, because what we did, with that much property to raise those plants and vegetables was have a garden stand. And this wasn't like, one little flat. This was like, we had almost like a full stand, like between trees, and had hanging baskets of flowers and mums. And we would sell the plants and flats almost like a co-op or an Agway would do nowadays, or, go to like, Home Depot or Lowe's on the one side. We had a full thing going on, and almost a legit business. GL, what's happening, buddy? GL's part of our little mini local men's group. Thanks, GL, for coming on, man. I appreciate that.
Can I let Joseph in right now?
Yeah,
Joseph's
absolutely.
Join it. Tommy says
Jersey Fresh. There you go.
All right. What's up, Joey? We can't hear you. Turn your sound on. Try your sound. We'll get you.
I just said start video. Now it's unmute yourself, something like that.
Let's see. Maybe your computer doesn't have sound, or try your cell phone or something like that. Either way. Let me know if you need the link again. Testing 1, 2. Do we have you? Not yet. You can hear us though, right? Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. All right, keep telling your story.
Yeah. I'll wrap it up quick because we don't want to be on here forever, stuff like that. But basically, that my grandfather taught us a couple things through that. My grandfather was a World War II POW. He grew up during the Depression. It was very important to teach his family how to survive. We're a family of survivors, right? So if he taught us how to grow plants and vegetables, we'd never starve. The flip side of that, he's teaching us business principles. Okay. Yeah. So we're out there, I'm 8 years old, negotiating rates on flats of plants with people that are, going, hey, I'll give you $6 instead of $8. And I'm going, no, buddy, it's $7.75 if you want to play that game.
Nice.
So it's things like that. And that was kind of our first dabble into it. We ran legit meetings. We had a legit business name, the Happy Familiar Farm. If my parents or brother and sister see this, they'll know all about it. My grandparents were the chairman. I was the president of the company at 8 years old. My sister was a secretary. My brother was a treasurer and controlled the money and the funds. And we ran legit family meetings on this stuff per Robertson's rules. I make a motion to do this. I second that. And these were legit business principles that my grandfather was trying to teach us, saying that now that you have stuff and you learned how to grow plants and vegetables and you'll never starve, but here's how you can sell that stuff and actually make money doing it as well. And then you can translate those principles onto other things that we're doing to this day with High Speed Daddy, right? So that's kind of the most important thing that we've kind of learned and that I'm passing on. So even now, and some of you that watched my Instagram, High Speed Daddy Instagram is, we've got a 50-foot by 50-foot garden, and we're raising our own vegetables. And if I can turn this right here, look at those, some indoor plants right there. So we've got some plants even inside right now. I don't have the official, we had 2 full greenhouses, at my grandfather's place. And, still to this day, my brother lives in that same house that my brother's living there, and actually does have a garden there as well on the same property that, we grew plants and vegetables and learned all that stuff when we were kids. So that's cool that my brother's still there continuing that tradition. We don't have the farm stand anymore, but it's stuff that we're passing on to the next generation. So we get the kids involved and passing that same skill. So that means a lot to me to do that. That's a very heartfelt, touching one, right? So that's just another example of something that can pass on and not really know how your next generation, your kids, your grandkids are going to take and run with that. And I like to say that, like, I took that and I ran with it. Right. Ever since I've moved into this house, we've had a garden. And, in the last 4 years, creating this business, using those same principles that I learned when I was 8, 10, 15 years old, for those, half a decade, whatever we ran it.
Joey, can we hear you yet? Do you have a garden?
I still can't hear
you. Dang it. Oh, well, it's a sound thing. It's got to be on your side. I'm going to put the link back in for you, okay? Come back and try it again. Just check your sound before you get in there. I'm going to put it back in the comments of the Facebook Live. Come join us, Joey. There we go. That's coming in. So all you have to do is leave the studio and then come back. Okay, there he goes.
Hopefully you can do it quick. We're not trying to run too long here. Actually, less than 8 to 10 minutes, something like that. We don't want to keep you all here forever. We want to get you some great things that you can do with your families and kind of move on. I know Corey's got 1 or 2 more, and then we're probably going to hit the road. But
I do. And by the way, guys, I know that we talked about Black Camo. I posted it. I posted it in the comments. Okay, so if you want to sign up for Black Camo, it drops on May 15th. Yeah, that's the look. Oh man, look at that beautiful thing.
So pretty.
It really is nice. Matching lunchboxes too. So go sign up for it in the link that is in the comments. Okay. All right. So my other 2, pancakes are a big deal for us. Okay. So we are a plant-based family. We don't really do like any dairy or eggs for multiple reasons. My wife has ulcerative colitis, a couple other things, whatever. But we always make these, for lack of a better word, like vegan pancakes. Okay. And they're epic. They're so good. And so I have this massive skillet. It's a huge circular skillet. Have you seen this thing?
Oh, I have. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
go ahead, tell the brand name and all that stuff. Maybe someone wants it.
No,
Or share a link or something.
They're going to pay us if they're going to be mentioned, okay? Because they paid me and they sent it to me for free. So no, we're not mentioning them, but it's a good brand. It's a big, large skillet, okay? And you just can make probably 12 pancakes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And you just bring them all in. And so we do chocolate chip and regular, and they're absolutely wonderful. That is a Saturday, typically a Saturday or a Sunday tradition. Sunday's a bit more lazy for us, as it should be.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be working out. So I guess after you, God, my light keeps falling over. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay, so we will have a workout every morning at 8:30, and 8:30 is a big time for us to do our thing. And we'll work out together as a family from like 8:30 to, I don't know, 9 realistically. My kids are young and not going to be doing all these serious sets and stuff. So we did a circuit today, and the circuit was on the porch. We have a back porch, like screened-in porch. It's like a long line. It's very linear. So I had some dumbbells, had my dumbbells in my hands, and I was doing lunges for one circuit. And then we had the trampoline for the second circuit. Nice. And, steps like where you step up and down, a couple other things. And the kids did it. My wife actually participated for the first time. It was pretty cool. So
awesome.
Anyway, hey, I think Joey's back. All right, hang on. We're bringing you in, man.
We're going to give you one more shot. Let's see.
Can we hear you?
All right, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Good to go.
Awesome.
Sorry, Joe. We've got you for a little bit here, but yeah, dude, tell us about how you found us and stuff like that. And I know you've been active over in the men's group, Provide, Protect, Connect for us and whatnot. Dude, just really appreciate you being a loyal member here and all the support. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to. Well, first off, my wife actually got me onto you guys. We were looking, so we're having our second child, and she was looking for another diaper bag, and she saw all the tactical baby stuff, but then she saw your guys' bag, and she's like, I love this bag, how it looks and everything. And I look at it, I'm like, it actually looks high quality. Let's get it. And then we got it, and it's amazing. But then I was reading into the company more, and I see just how you guys don't just have a product, but you actually want to take time and pour out things into the community, especially into dads. And that's really important to me. I'm a Marine, and we're always looking out for each other. So it's that kind of camaraderie. It's always good to see that in other places and actually to get in there. So I'm actually in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And about the garden. We actually recently started our own garden. I don't know if you can see that.
We got the raised beds and everything.
No
nice.
way, look at that.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So got some tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, and string beans. We're growing right now. So
that's great, dude. How old is your firstborn?
He is going to be 2 in August.
Okay, so yeah, he's a little. Yeah, I remember when my son was 2, and my daughter is 2. That them trying to help garden, and it's more along the lines as we don't have raised beds. We've just got one big fenced area and some lines, and them trampoline all over the place. So I have to plant extra, knowing that we're gonna sacrifice some plants with them walking through it. But my youngest is almost 2 right now.
Yeah, we actually put the fence
I feel
up.
you. Yeah.
Dude,
we actually put the fence up to try and keep him out.
No way.
I was gonna say we just put the fence up to try and keep him out, and we just found out he's actually able to squeeze in the side. So we were out there playing one day, and we're just I'm trying to set up the splash pad, and I look back for a second and I see him in the garden, and I'm like, oh no, get out of there.
Amazing. Dude,
that's cool, man. Getting him involved with that, having him help out and things. And I hope, you passing on that kind of little tradition or starting that with him. And I'm not sure if you were able to listen to some of the story I told while you were trying to connect there. But some of that stuff, that help pass on to the next generation is really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
It is. And I just notified George, George and Craig are both, veterans, and so they founded this company. Actually, Craig started the company, and then George is a partner of the company. But both have served definitely, and I mean, it means a lot to us. I think for me, like you seeing that deeper meaning, and trying to understand, like yeah, we happen to sell bags too, right? But I think
Yeah.
we've got to be there for each other, man. Like we've got to be there for each other, especially right now when we're all stuck at home. And I think it's just nuts. So you said you have one on the way, is that right?
Yep. My wife's due date's June 5th, so we got another boy coming.
Awesome.
His name's gonna be Ian. But yeah, I mean, this pregnancy was a lot different than the first. For the first one, I wasn't able to be here for a lot of it. I missed the birth, and then so that's different. And then also this time, my wife's high risk because of a heart condition that's developed through the pregnancy. So definitely a lot different situation. Having to do a lot more around the house, and actually being able to be here is really good because I changed jobs recently. And started doing Intel, so I don't have to go out and do as much crazy stuff. I'm a lot more allowed to be home a lot more. So because of that, even during all this COVID-19 craziness, I've been able to be home because they know my wife is high risk. So that's good. So I've been spending a lot more time at home, and I feel like kind of making up for a lot of lost time. It's been great. My son is definitely connected a lot more with me, which I adore. I'm so thankful for. I couldn't be more thankful for.
Dude, this is awesome. This is why we do what we do, right? To hear these stories and to hear that you're taking some of the stuff that we talk about and actually applying the principles, and just, even it's all about the little things, right? So those little things, because doing those little things day in and day out are going to create big things, right? So, it's so great to hear that, you're getting to, like you said, make up for a little bit of lost time. Just connecting with the family and being there to support and connect with them. It's just amazing, dude. Awesome. And thank you for your service.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think with a new baby on the way, you need a whoopee blanket. I think we probably just need to grab your address and send you a whoopee blanket in the mail right now. And then we've also, we haven't really talked about this too much, but we have a book coming out, believe it or not. That's a guide for new dads, and we'd love for you to be one of the first people to look at it and tell us if it makes any sense, because we put this thing together. Our kids are a little older. I mean, I'm 11, 9. Well, shoot, I could speak for myself. 11, 9, and 4. Craig, what are yours again? Like
we're about 6.5, 5 in 2 weeks, or 5 in a week actually, and almost 2. So a little bit younger. Yeah,
a little younger. And then what's your other one, Joey?
Yeah, he's gonna be 2 in August, and then obviously the new one coming. So, but you guys don't have to do that. Obviously, I'm truly thankful.
No, we're gonna make magic happen, because that's just what we do here at High Speed Daddy, right? So when addresses show up, we just kind of make things show up at people's doorsteps. So we make it work that way. But Joey, let's connect offline. Obviously, we don't want you to put your address out there in front of everyone, especially you being Intel for the Marines.
Yeah, that might cause a little bit of issues.
Yeah, a little bit of OPSEC problem there, right? So we'll connect offline. We'll get your address, and we're gonna hook you up with some stuff, man. But
hey, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, we are approaching about 30 minutes here. We don't like things to go too long, and we're gonna close down here now. But yeah, dude, Joey, we really appreciate you coming on. Corey, thanks for bringing them in. Thanks. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting. It's a great surprise for me. I love talking with our customers and connecting more. And Joey, obviously I talked to you in the Facebook group and whatnot as well. So I'll see you there also.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually recently invited my brother to it too. So my other brother, who's in the National Guard, just joined the group and everything too. So
awesome. Okay, cool, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get up with him as well.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, we're here. We'll see you over in the group. And guys, come join us. High Speed Daddy Provide Protect Connect is the name of the group. It's a private Facebook group. It's just us dudes helping each other out. So.
Definitely.
All right, man. Joey, thanks, man. Thanks for coming back. Tommy, thanks for watching. Tommy saying hi, and thanks for the live session. So much love. And we'll see you guys soon. See you guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Take it easy, man.